Welcome to The Real Deal with me, Larry Lawton. And I got a special guest today, and he's going to be my guest. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. It's my son, Larry Jr. How you doing, Junior?
What's going on, everybody? How are you?
I mean, this is pretty cool. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, my son and I. We're going to have a lot of fun doing this podcast. We're just, filling in for Ben's right today, and he's going to come on Fridays and talk about, we're going to talk a little bit about gambling because he's got me gambling a little bit, which is fun. We're having fun with that. And he also has me, talking about a pot brand, and we're going to really get into that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun as well. But before I even get started, even in the show, you guys always know, I say it on my regular YouTube videos, which I got a bunch of coming up, really good stuff coming up, guys. But it's fun anyway. And right now, I got to say, look at this. If you look in the camera, you got Gangster Redemption going good. I mean, check it out. Now, another thing we got going. As you could see, the Crooked Diamonds are here. They are being shipped today. Actually, the first boxes are going out. And I'm actually smoking a Crooked Diamond right now. Hey, Junior, you're going to be getting a box of cigars here in the mail real quick.
I got a few left. From the old batch.
Well, you got the new batches. I'm going to send you a box of each.
Okay.
The different sizes we have. Didn't you want to take them somewhere too?
Yeah. I'll take whatever you got. 2 boxes, like you said. One of each is good.
Well, No, we have four sizes.
Right.
And I'll send you one of each just to get you going, and then this way you can bring them to a shop or two and put them in there, and they can make an order and do that kind of stuff. But that's what this thing is. And everybody out there, you guys who are aboard, thanks for your support, everybody. This is the legacy thing for me. These cigars are really good. People know it. You can check it out on the video. And I'm smoking a Crooked Diamond. I'm loving this stuff, man. I really am. So, hey, La, you smoke cigars. I started when I was, 18, 20, whatever it was. And you, what age did you start?
Well, I don't really smoke cigars like that. I'll smoke a cigar occasionally, but I'm not a fan, really, of smoking a cigar.
I don't know why you
smoke a joint.
When you said that. Well, we are going to talk about joints too, as well, because I smoke pot. I can't work on pot like you can. That's just some people. I don't know if it's normal or it's not. I just don't get it. Is that normal for most people or what?
Well, if you want to smoke productively throughout the day, I don't smoke that early. I'll start smoking maybe like around now, roll one up.
But what time? It's, I'd let everybody
11
know.
o'clock.
It's 11 a.m., 11:15 a.m. Yeah. So,
well, if you smoke a sativa in the morning, it'll make you do things. It'll make you productive. It's not a couch high where you're locked down, sitting in the couch. You smoke a sativa, you do things. You go out, you get things done. Maybe you clean the house, maybe you clean the office, you get some work done.
I know a lot of people used to be like that. My ex-wife Missy was like that and stuff. But I was never, even no matter what I smoked, even this stuff I smoke, sativa or whatever. I'm here in the office and the studio, and it's just something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if that's the way it goes. I really can't tell you. And I want to know because I want to know more about pot. I'm learning more. Like, again, I'm learning more about cigars. I did that. Now I want to learn more about pot. And listen, I've been smoking pot for, 45 years, I guess, not a lot. I was never a big pothead, they called it back in the day. But the pot is so much different today than it was when I was a kid, And, that's something you're used to. You even dab and stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's concentrated forms of THC.
Well, explain to everybody what dabbing is, and speak up
dabbing
ahead.
is just smoking any concentrate. So a concentrate is just a condensed form of marijuana. Not marijuana, I would say THC. So you're extracting the THC out of the flower to make it a concentrated form. Now, whether it be its cleanest form, which would be, rosin, or smoking BHO, which you use butane to extract it as well, which is like bottom of the barrel,
You know what? When I was younger, lad, that to me was hash.
Right.
So is this actually hash?
It's similar. You
I
know,
mean,
you
because
got
you
to
don't
make
hear about hash anymore. I mean, I haven't heard. I mean, I'm pretty up to date on what's going on out there. You know, that's just me. But I don't hear hash. I mean, I know all the other from Special K into G into this, and I get it and I understand it. And you know, I'm not a big druggie. Period. You know what I mean? I mean, I think you know, mushrooms are pretty good and they help your head and they're good for PTSD and stuff. But pot, I have a medical marijuana license here in the state of Florida, and it really does help. There's no question. I mean, I used to take oxycodone pills. I don't take those anymore
right.
because of pot.
Well, you're not. Florida's not rec. It's only medical.
No, it's only medical in the state of Florida. So, and when I look at that, and I say, you know, obviously, I think it should be legal throughout the world, the United States at least, and it still sickens me, lad, that I know friends of mine that are still in prison to this day, and they have, you know, what do? They fucking he got a life sentence, or they got 50 years or 20 years for pot.
For pot, yeah, it's
So
terrible.
it fucking drives me crazy, and you know, and that's why I'm a big advocate of what I do. You know that, and I want to open people's eyes. You know, first of all, we did the cigar, and you know, you've been here since the beginning with the cigar. We're going to be doing a couple of cool like you know videos for it, and I think that's going to be pretty cool. We'll put them up everywhere. But you know what? Also, the boxes. Everybody's asking me about the boxes when they see. I got fucking 200 boxes in the studio right now, right?
I got
And
these shirts here. Let me know. I got to get them out to you.
I got to get them out right now. If you can get them out today, I really need them.
Yeah. Okay. You want them
ASAP.
overnighted?
Yeah, it doesn't cost too much money, obviously, but yes, I
No.
need them.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Yeah, because we got to get them here. People are wanting them. We got about 50 something bucks, 60 boxes to get out, and you know, and they get the sheet. Most of the people get the T-shirts. I think it was
Right.
So you know, you got those, and I was just gonna. Matter of fact, I was talking to Benz about that yesterday, and we said, "Where's the T-shirts?" He goes, "Larry never sent them." So I'm glad you reminded me. But anyway, the boxes themselves, people are seeing them and they go, "Holy shit, that's a cool box." In fact, the first box was stolen from me last night, and it was by my sister, Aunt Debbie. So she stole the box at late night. She came to shower mom, and it's funny. She goes, "This is beautiful. Look at this thing," and it was an empty box. It was the prototype, which I'm glad, because I didn't like the prototype compared to the boxes. The boxes we got now have a bigger
Right.
diamond. You could see stuff a lot like that. It's different. So I think that's going to be pretty cool too. So anyway, a couple other things I wanted to talk to you about. Especially I got you on the line, and we're doing stuff and more stuff we're going to be doing, you and I and even Ben's, everything on this, because the cigars was a legacy thing for me. Do you think pot could be something like that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you got to sit down and you got to test strains. So now, whether you find the seeds for the strains you want and you grow it, or you have somebody grow it for you, or you look into a brand that maybe wants to do something with you as opposed to you doing it all on your own,
Yeah, long as like I did with Oliva. With Oliva, I picked the blend. They had put blends together, and there's nothing on it that I could see a name. You know what I mean? So, and when it came out with the tray, it's like a big tray, and they have rolled cigars from that leaf, and it's numbered 1 to 6. They had, and I got to pick what I liked. You know what I mean?
Right,
and they
right.
all smoked it. We all smoked it all. We were in there for hours, and it was pretty cool. Now, long as somebody like I'm backing this brand of the cigar, and it's really good. I'm not just saying that, obviously, and I wouldn't smoke it like I am. And people, Frank and the guys, Frank goes, "Man, I love this fucking cigar." He came in when we watched on Monday night. We watched Monday Night Football.
Right.
And he goes, "Man, I just love this fucking cigar." And he's right. It's a good cigar. You know what I mean? So it's not a bad cigar.
I smoked the smaller one you sent me. You sent me 3. I smoked the smaller one.
And
it was good.
Well, it's funny because,
it was good for me. That's what it is. Because I can't sit there and smoke a cigar that long. I don't have the stomach for that,
YOLO did. I mean, if you remember when I was out there, he smoked one and he goes, "Man, this is pretty good."
Yeah.
So he got it, he understood it, I should say. And I think that's pretty cool. And so I think what you at YOLO and other people they're going to find out. And not that I'm trying to make everybody a cigar smoker, But I really believe that this is a relaxing brand. You can sit down at the end of maybe once, twice a week, sit down, think of a cigar, think of Larry and how he did his stuff and, how he's doing it now and relaxing. And that's why we're calling it like the relaxing brand. Matter of fact, I got to send a couple boxes out to California. So to JJ and the people out there, and some people want them, some celebrities and stuff. So we're going to see what they're doing out there. But, I just think it's a relaxing brand. Cigars to me, I never smoked a cigarette. You know that. I think.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I did. I smoked for a while, but I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I can't even stand the smell.
Well, it's not even about the smell or anything like what. It doesn't even bother me. We were just actually talking about that the other day. We get pissed. There's a bunch of us. There's some restaurants and bars or places in Florida here that what they'll do is they'll let cigarette smoking, but not cigar smoking. I go, what the fuck is that?
What's the reason? Yeah, what's the reason?
Yeah, give me the reason. And I don't get it. And most people say, hey, listen, I like cigar smoke. I'd rather even smell the cigar smoke, than the this smoke. So I just don't know. And I look at that and say, what are you going to do? You're going to argue with the people? What are you going to do? You just can't do it. It's something that we have to just accept, so to speak, if you want to call it that. So anyway, looking at the pot brand, and I do want to do that because I do see the medical benefits of marijuana. Obviously, Frank. Frank is a medical marijuana doctor, actually one of the biggest. I think he's got like 1,500 patients or more, or something of that nature. It's like an untold number, of patients that he's actually helped. And he's got the cancer doctors. They obviously recommend him to Frank and stuff like that.
Right.
So, and, although Frank has never smoked, he knows a lot about it. You know what I'm saying? But not like you. And he even said it. I think you were online with us, or you were talking
last week.
About.
Yeah, last week.
And we end up did not go up. But anyway, he said, you know more about pot than I do, Larry. And you're probably right, because I know you do know. First of all, I tell everybody out there, listen to me. I like pot. I mean, to mellow out, it really relaxes my muscles from my back. But I won't have the patience to do what you do, if that makes sense. You have a lot of patience.
What, dabbing, you're saying?
Yeah, you got to wait till
and all that. Yeah.
And this shit and the rig and this crap. Give me a pen. I don't even want to roll a joint. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's just, I don't know. I remember when I had a roll when I was a kid.
Right.
It was different. You had
I smoke joints too, though. I don't only smoke dab. I don't only dab. I smoke joints. I'm smoking a joint right now.
And what do you smoke?
I smoke a lot of hybrid joints. Like, it's not sativa or indica, more of a hybrid, 60-40. Unless I'm really smoking in the morning and I really got to do stuff throughout the day or something. But if I'm out in the morning, I really don't smoke much until I get home about 11:15. I'll smoke a joint.
Do you smoke every day?
Yeah, of course.
So are you what they call a wake and bake?
No, I wake up at 6:30.
Oh, so you wake up 6:30. You do.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask you a couple of real questions that I think the audience want to know, and even me as the dad want to know, and grandfather. What do you think of your kids with pot? I mean, my grandkids.
I think eventually there's gonna be an age on it, same like alcohol, way before they have the chance to even be introduced into it.
Is it legal recreation in New York?
It's fully recreational in New York, fully.
I got you. So there's nothing you have to worry about with that. With getting caught with pot or something. So it's
going to be the same concept of walking in a liquor store within the next 3 to 5 years in half the United States.
I do believe that.
Yeah,
and I think the first party, whether it's the Republicans or Democrats, who introduce it federally legal, take it out of a Schedule I drug, I think that's going to be a big deal. And I think that they're going to, really hold sway with a lot of young people because it should not be a class. It's a Schedule I drug, a Schedule, A, they call it. It's terrible. That it puts you, that's equal to heroin. And it's just sick to me to think like that. But although, and this, I believe all drugs should be legal. I think it's a choice. I think everybody should have that choice, just like you have a choice to go to a Home Depot and people fucking say, well, why would you, legalize heroin? Well, why don't we just fucking make glue illegal? Because fucking people snort and fucking huff glue. I mean, at what point do you stop all that shit is my point. So with that. But I think about my grandson and granddaughter. I mean, do they even? I think it's going to be normal to them anyway, because you guys. I watch you as a dad, and I'm proud of you. That I'll tell you that, and right here on the air. You care about your kids and my grandkids so much. I've never seen you slight them, especially partying or anything like that. Never. And I think that's a testament that it's not the pot. It's just like alcohol. You're right. If a guy goes home and has drinks, what's the fucking difference?
I think alcohol's 100 times worse than marijuana.
Well, you do that, and I agree. But here's the difference. I think I don't think
there's no benefit to drinking.
Well, lad, there's always a benefit to something that makes you relaxed. I mean, it lowers your fucking blood pressure. Again, stress, less stress, and everything else. And actually, wine has been proven. A glass of wine a day is very good for your heart. So I'm not going to diss drinking altogether. I'm going to diss what happens with people because they overdrink and stuff like that. Now, can you overpot?
No.
You can't.
No.
Can a person get so fucking stoned they're just laying on the couch all day?
Yeah, you just won't move, You just won't move.
And again, that's not good to me. I not that I care. I don't give a fuck if that's what you want to do, but I don't know how you're going to work. You're going to do stuff. And I'm not trying to judge people. You know that. Whatever they want to do. And if they're a rich fuck and they can afford it, and I don't give a fuck if they stay on that couch for 25 years.
Yeah, exactly.
It's up to them. But my point was, there's not enough tests done. See, they've had alcohol legal since, after Prohibition, obviously, but even before and then after Prohibition, which is in 1920 or 1930 when Prohibition ended, something like that. It started in 1920, and I don't know exactly how many years. But what happened then is they have a lot of studies about it, with health issues and stuff. I don't know if they have enough studies to say that pot is is less. I think it's obviously, you don't ever see anybody smoke pot and want to go fucking fight someone or get violent.
Right.
You don't see that. So you actually see people.
And there's a lot of health benefits with the THC and CBD extract from the plants, as far as Rick Simpson oils and shit like that,
Well,
health
absolutely.
benefits for cancer cells on the Rick Simpson oils and.
Well, they already had something called, what's that law they passed? I remember one, it was in Florida, because a girl had to get pot for medical treatment, and they made that. Was it Marcy's law or something? I think it was one of the laws that they did pass something. Oh, Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web is a thing in the state of Florida that they made it legal for a person with a certain condition. And it was a kid, and the kid actually, pot saved her life, and literally saved her life. I mean, and it was amazing. So, I mean, I remember that when it went down. But I want to know how, what people like what we're doing. People know now the cigars, and I back some, and they also know when I back something, and this, I have to like it, and we talk about that. Like I backed gambling. And it's Youwager.lv. If anybody wants to go there, they get a 70% free, initial shot. If they go, they put 100, they get 170. If they put 500, they get 850 worth of money. And if they go 400 to 500, they get a free box of cigars, which is $200 value, more than that. So I just think that's pretty cool. But I believe in them. And here's why I believe in them, because they pay, and I think that's important. And I think, you and I discuss this a lot. Whenever we get behind something, I got to believe in it.
Right. Of course. I know.
And that's where I believe in pot. I mean, I believe in drugs per se. I know PTSD is being handled by LSD and mushrooms and stuff like that. People microdose. And it's been proven. It's being proven right now as we speak. And it's in university. I think Mississippi is one of the universities that have legal access to pot for medical trials and stuff like that. So, I mean, I believe in it. And I just think we, judge too much anyway. As a true libertarian, which I am, and that, I believe in whatever you do in your own home is your own business, period. End statement. I don't give a fuck what you do, as long as you're not hurting other people, you're not hurting children or elderly or anybody. And, what you do in your own home should be your castle. that's your domain.
That's your house. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's I'm a believer in, and I hope most of my audience and people do believe that, and I do. I get the letters. A lot of people say to me, and I think I read one. I think I read it online, and it's a really, really good letter. I just got an email, and the letter stated about how this kid 3 states away did that. I don't know that I helped him get off drugs, and it's not that because it's not that I say don't do drugs. I just say be responsible.
Be responsible. Correct.
You make the choice. You control whatever drug that is. You control it. Don't let anybody else control it. You and only you know how you can fucking handle something. Listen, I stop certain things when I know I can't handle shit, and that's just the way I am. And I think most people should be like that. I know we're jumping on a pot wagon right now. To gamble. What do you think of the gambling too?
Well, I was going to say, go back to that. Did you have any games last night?
I did not. I got so busy with videos and working that I did not get a game. Obviously, I like to post something sometimes of what I bet and stuff like that. You saw what I bet last time. So what do you think of that?
Listen, if you enjoy it, have fun. I think I think you posted some losers. Those tickets were losers.
Well, two out of 3 were losers, I think wasn't it? So,
yeah.
I mean,
listen, winners never win,
Yeah. Well, it's listen. I always tell people just bet within your means.
Right.
Don't get crazy. Don't get stupid. Do all that. And once you do that, I think you're going to be all right. And it's fun. You like it. We like it. You like hockey. I like all sports. And it's my getaway.
We got that World Cup is right. Brazil and Croatia's on right now.
Oh, they're on right now?
Yeah, 71st
just let everybody know, it is Friday. We do post this Fridays.
Yeah, it's 11:30.
Friday at 11:30, and I'll be posting this by 1 or whatever it is. I got an idea too, and I want you to say it right here online. Maybe we'll get some feedback from the audience on this. And they can email me or you. If you want to email Larry Jr., it's Larry Jr., just Larry, and then JR at realitycheckprogram.com. And to email me, I don't even know if I'm getting those anymore. I got to get to my real email is LarryFL2007 at Gmail. And I don't care who he is because I can block you anyway if you're an asshole. But that's just the way it is. I mean, my phone number, you should just fucking hit the block button, and that's the end of that shit. But no, I mean, I always say to people, I think we should do a live podcast. I mean, do you listen to any podcasts like that?
Nah, I don't really listen to many podcasts. You could do a live right here on this Riverside, though, I believe.
I think you can.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. I'm going to check it out. I'm using, just let everybody know we're actually doing Riverside.fm, and we're working on a new platform so we can do things a little bit higher quality, maybe live stuff, right? What we're doing. I think it should be pretty fun to do that. Listen, I always tell people when they come on, I don't fucking edit. So if you're going to be stupid, you're going to fucking be stupid to the world. Because our numbers are off the charts. You saw that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You sent me the email this morning for something also.
Yeah, to put more on that. And it's just the numbers are great when you're talking about 86. I can't even fucking believe that 86 countries somebody heard, here's Larry Lawton. Who the fuck knows Larry Lawton in Bangladesh? What the fuck? I mean, it's wild sometimes, And I just think that people, I don't know why that is. A lot of people say, Larry, you tell good stories. You got a good message. And I always had a good message. You know what I was telling people the other day? And when I didn't rat, and, it was rough because I lost your life, till you're 18, you're 7, just turned 7, actually. And I got out and you were 18. And it was funny because I think back and I go, you never, to this day, you appreciated what I did, even though I wasn't there, because you understand it. And Ashley too, about not ratting. And I don't know, I tell to everybody, I don't give a fuck what you have in this world today, but if you have your word, you're fucking pretty good, and I think that's important. And I hope that's if it's anything I taught you, which is, you got to give your mother a lot of credit, obviously. But if that's the one thing I taught you, I'm happy, that, listen, that's all you need is your word. And I think you can go far in this world. And,
right.
And
listen, you got to do what you got to do sometimes,
Well,
it's really what it comes down to.
Well, you're saying that like some people got a rat when they got a rat. I don't believe in that. I'm never going to believe in that.
No, I don't
I
mean
know
it in
what
that
they did.
aspect.
I
You got
don't
to do what you
hate
got to do.
them.
Mean, you do something wrong, you got to take responsibility.
Absolutely. You remember, I used to tell you that when you were running the streets there when you were 19, 20. And listen, you fuck, stop it. Fucking don't think I know this shit. And you used to laugh. I remember when you were fucking selling sneakers. And I'm thinking, you come down, remember you came down with all those sneakers
Oh,
and
those Yeezys, those
and you came back with
yeah.
you said, I got to go collect this money. I said, lad, what the fuck you got in the sneakers? Don't bullshit me. And you fuck,
No,
no,
they were
Dad.
just sneakers. That's
I
it.
know. You remember
You
I was
know.
saying, I said, lad, come on, don't fuck around.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I mean, listen, if you can get caught, you're going to jail. You should swear, Pop. I swear. They're fucking sneakers. I go, who the fuck pays that kind of money for fucking sneakers? And you were laughing your fucking
Be
balls off.
surprised who pays that much. People do.
And they still do, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Are sneakers a thing anymore or no?
Yeah, I don't really sell anymore. I just buy what I want and buy what I like. It's not like it was, I was getting a lot of sneakers backdoor. I was getting pairs before they released 50, 60, 70 pairs of Yeezys. It's different now. Yeah, it's different now.
What do you mean different? Like you're not doing that?
No, I'm not doing that anymore, but the profit margins aren't really there anymore and stuff. It was more hyped up years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so now you think but there are people like you always tell me get good pair of sneakers, and I get these fucking old man fucking sneakers or the fucking what do I got now? What is these?
Those slip-ons that fold for you, they make them in Nike. I told you.
I told you they
Nikes.
fucking went to the old man shit right now.
Buy them in Nikes,
I said they fucking went to the old man shit now. And I also got these, Skechers. They're kind of comfortable too. I don't know, fucking Tony Romo Skechers. So it's just, I don't know. I was never a sneakerhead. I was telling people the other day, I remember fucking can't afford it. Pro Keds, they were fucking $2 fucking Kmart back when we were kids. And I wore out a pair and grandpa was fucking laid off, we had no money. And I fucking was playing basketball slippers. It's fucking what it was. You know what I mean? It's not like it is what it was, And
Right.
I look back at that now and I say to young people, I says, listen, you got to do what you got to do. I told the story about my buddy Runt. You fucking go to the Fiesta bowling lanes. He comes out with the fucking, the red and white fucking shoes, the bowling shoes. I said, Runt, you forgot your shoes. He goes, fuck no, these are better than my fucking shoes.
He left the other ones there.
Yeah, he left the other ones there and he fucking took the fucking shoes. And he's playing in the streets with those fucking things. It's funny as fuck. But, it was just the way we live. We didn't judge anybody, that's the way you live, Did you know I talked to, I don't know if you know this, Sally Pups.
Yeah.
My nephew there. I got him on the phone with Rude Jude, and did he tell you that?
Yeah, I told him to call you because I sent him the pictures and he said, oh, he's with him now. I said, yeah, call him up. He said, oh, I got to call him now. That's when he FaceTimed you.
Yeah, and I put Jude on. Jude's stuff. I was talking to Jude last night. We talk all the time now. He's got some connections. He's hooking me up with people for Netflix, a docu-series, a whole bunch of shit. He's a good dude. He really is a good dude. And it's hard to find those guys. And he understands what I'm going through with the media and all that kind of crap and how this shit works and ups and downs and this. He just knows it, And he's a pretty cool dude. And it was funny because I had to let everybody know I fucked up last week. I fucked up pretty fucking good. Last Friday, I think I mentioned it on Monday's podcast, but last Friday, I fucking had Frank, myself, Jude. You even popped in on the show.
Yeah, I was in.
And fucking also Laura, my good friend's wife. They're great friends of mine, my best friend there. And they were here. We had a great fucking show, and I fucked it up. And I fucked it up with this new system we got right now. But now I got it, and I'm looking at it and trying to figure out how it works totally. And I think I got it. And I think we'll know anyway in fucking 2 hours. If fucking you ain't hearing this fucking
one goes
podcast,
up right.
you fucking guys are going to know I fucked up again. But I'm not gonna, I'm pretty, you know how I am. I'm set in my ways. I work, I do my things. Obviously I get, let everybody know there's a couple of great videos coming out. We had a cop kill another cop right here in my neighborhood in Palm Bay, and they were playing Call of Duty on the fucking computer at night. They both lived together, two sheriffs, young guys, and they're 23 and whatever, and they lived together. And one pointed a gun at the other and shot him. He killed him. Yeah, so I'm going to be talking about that. We also got, I'm going to definitely do a video, maybe even for Sunday. That girl, the basketball player that got out. Now, listen, I'm happy she got out, but why don't we get the fucking goddamn guy who's been in there 4 years out?
Yeah, that Marine.
Yeah, that guy,
decorated Marine.
Decorated guy. And listen, is it just that they didn't give a fuck? And now he said he's glad she's out. He understands they had to take the deal they took, and he understands, so he's happy. So this guy's not even a bitter guy, you know what I mean? So I love that. But, I don't know. She did commit a crime. I mean, listen, it's a bullshit crime, and we know that. But she did commit a crime.
Right.
So this guy now professes, and the government says he did not do anything. It's all false flags, all the bullshit. So whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I'm telling you, I just think I have trepidations about that, because we're letting somebody out who was one of the fucking, they called him, he was selling explosives, a guy that they let out from America.
One of the biggest arm dealers around.
Right. And to kill fucking Americans. That's what they fucking talked about. And, now he's free. And he's on a plane or whatever the fuck he is. I think she's on her way back now, or maybe back by now. I don't know. But I don't know. I look at young people, and that's why I'm glad you're on too. You're 32 years old, so you got different views than me.
33.
Oh, are you 33?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, you are 33. Yeah, holy shit. I got you on my arm. I just looked at my arm.
Well, listen, getting back to this deal. Yeah, this guy, the guy Victor Bout, the movie Lord of War is based on him with Nicolas Cage. This is that arms dealer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, and what do you think of it? I mean, what do you think of it?
I think we could have squeezed a 2-for-1 out.
Or not even 2-for-1.
2-for-1 on the trade back. It's 2-for-1.
Well, listen, give him another fucking no name. I'm sure we got some fucking schmucks in there.
Right.
Give him somebody else. What the fuck? I mean, I just don't. I hate to see that guy in there if we can get him out. But you know what I'm reading? There's a lot of people from Americans in there. It's not just one or two. You know what I mean? There are many, and I don't know what countries they're in too. And I just, it's so tough. People ask me, "Do you want to go overseas?" I really don't. I don't give a fuck. I don't. It's something about I don't give a fuck.
It depends where you're going, though. Depends where you go.
I don't give a fuck. I just don't. I don't know what it is. I'll go to Cancun. I'll do some shit like that. But my point is, I like to fucking, not listen. There's enough to see in my lifetime for this fucking country, and do stuff like I did the Red Rocks or something like that, And I want to see more of that. And I'm coming to see you soon with the RV, and that's gonna be good because I got camera hookups already. In there. You saw the video, didn't I send it to you?
No, I didn't get an updated one. You sent me to one of the pull-out on the countertop.
Oh, well, I said about a minute video, and I showed about the under the counter about
Not recent. Wasn't recent.
Oh, I just sent one about 3 days ago, 4 days ago, maybe 5 days.
Send it again.
Yeah, it's the video about we show about the studio how the camera hangers are going to hang and all that shit. And I'm getting a guy here to see if we can hardwire them. So I think that'll be pretty cool because put the cameras we could just unplug quick with a quick unplug.
And
it'll be easy to fucking do, and I think it'll be pretty good. And then you can run them off a battery, so I don't have to worry about running a generator and all that shit and everything else. And you can't do shit. So I think it's going to be pretty good hookup. And I love that RV. So I mean that's my home away from home, I call it. And people use it down here, whether it's Ashley or people come. I had
they stay right in there.
Yeah, Billy's son. Yeah, it's right there. It's all hooked up. They got everything there, water and sewage and everything. And now they fucking, it's like having an apartment next to the house, So I like that part of it.
Yeah, extension of the house.
Let me get back to a couple of quick things. So the Youwager, that. I mean, what do you think? You've been in the back end. You looked at it. You bet. You stuff like that. How do you like it?
I played some casino. I played some baccarat on there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. But the sports is good. I was watching. I watched one of the football games on the other day. I streamed it right from the website.
Oh, you can do that right from the website?
I think it's if you make a live bet, you can. I mean, I was live betting one of the football games, so it had the option to watch.
Oh, really? Did you? Did you like? I mean, did you win? Number one?
No, I didn't win.
I can tell you fucking how hard it is.
I had the Jets.
Oh, fucking Jets. There's so many opportunities.
First and goal down 5 with a minute 50 left. They don't score that.
I know. I fucking watched that to the last fucking play, and then they got it back again. You remember? Well, first of all, they were down, whatever, and they got it back again.
Yeah.
And they fucking can't score. What the fuck was that? I mean, I love sports, Are you watching the World Cup?
I'm not watching the game now, but I have it up on the scores here.
Oh, so you've been following it, is what I meant.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to win?
No score still in the Croatia 86th minute.
Who do you think's going to win? Croatia?
No.
They say they got a strong team. I don't know who's stronger than Croatia. Thinking of that. I don't know.
Argentina, maybe.
Again, I'm not really, I call it soccer. I know people overseas call it football. And I got a lot of fans. We looked up our stuff. We got like 40% of our people are from overseas.
Right.
I didn't know if you knew that. I'm sure you knew.
Podcast numbers saying.
Yeah, no, not podcast. Even the videos.
Okay.
And we do have a big overseas following, period. I wonder why. I don't know if they like my New York accent or some shit. But for whatever reason, we got a pretty good following, and I think that's pretty cool. So, and the Youwager, listen, here's what I got. I talked and I went to lunch, with the two owners, and they really good guys, and that's Bobby and that was Peter, and they were really good guys, They, in fact, they read my book. I think one of them said they read, or both of them, I think they read the book already, and they're happy with what we're doing. I think we got to get a little bit more. We got to talk a little bit more about it because I think people don't understand what kind of deal it is. It's really a fucking good deal.
Well, we got the poker cup. We got the poker coming up. I'm figuring that out. I want to try and figure something out where we do a tournament just with you, and anyone can
get
join
X amount of guys in there. Right. I just think once people start understanding the deal, first of all, it's only an initial deal, but if you're going to do any kind of online shit, you might as well go there. I mean, honestly, that's not bullshit. You get a good deal, you get paid out. You can get paid out the same day if you hit the cutoff. It is, and cutoff. But the worst case day is the next day. I mean,
I'll just take crypto. I'll just take the crypto, instant crypto.
Oh, you would? They do instant with crypto?
Yeah, you're gonna use that crypto again and gamble anyway. So just leave it in there.
Yeah, you know
what I feel.
You know how with crypto. And do you know who came out with an NFT?
Who was it? Who?
Michael Francis.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah. It was a big launch. I actually went on and watched it and how they did it and stuff like that. I think they're going to do good, obviously, because they're giving something away besides just the NFT.
Right.
as art. They're actually giving like free entrances into some of the programs they do with like gurus or whatever you want to call those guys. So, and they're doing that. And I think that's pretty cool. So it's not only are you getting an NFT that's going to be worth money, you're also going to go into an event forever. That's pretty cool shit,
Yeah.
I mean, Michael is 71, so I don't know how long he's fucking going to work, but I look at that too, for me, listen, if I could fucking last to 71, the people are lucky, but,
listen, this day and age.
Well, listen, you got to do it.
I just pulled it up. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. The NFT, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, you see it, the mobsters and the shit. You can become a fucking boss and a fucking this and all. It come up with a good thing, I think, and I think it'll work. I think I'm gonna do a video with him. I think they were gonna do something with me and do something. And also, just to let the audience know, I just did a call with VH1. They want to do the true crime story. And they film out of Connecticut, so I'll be coming up for that. Probably in, I don't know, they're going to get back with me and all that kind of stuff. So I think that'll be pretty cool. And you can come out to Connecticut, maybe bring my grandson or something and the grandkids if you want.
Yeah, email me that over. I'll check it out.
It's a one-day thing too.
Right.
It's only a one-day thing. So, I got the info. I talked to the person. They were real nice. We were on the phone for an hour and 15, hour and a half last night. That's how those things work. And I know I've been on so many shows from Vice to this and all that. And I think this one will be pretty good. Just because they really concentrate on redemption. And I like that part of it, being someone who can change. And I always tell everybody, and this, son, I tell everybody, I don't care who the fuck you are, you can change. Don't anybody tell you, Tiger never changes his stripes. I get it, what they're saying when the guy does it. But fucking cops are going to look for something more than most when they see somebody, and you can find something on everybody. That's just the way it is,
Of course. No, of course.
I mean, and I know I got to let you go, and I mean, I'm going to continue. I want to talk to people about a couple of incidents that happened, incidents that, about a warden, and I'm going to do a video. Warden got convicted yesterday, but I know you got to go. What do you want to tell everybody about pot? Are we going to be talking about? And I think you're going to have more stuff, more info. Maybe like I want to do something with you, like, a strain of the month or something of that nature.
Right.
So people.
Well, you got to smoke when we do the segments on Fridays. You got to be smoking.
Smoke
a joint. Don't smoke I smoke my pen.
Don't be a smart ass. Don't make fucking fun of me. Don't do the imitations now, shit. You fucker.
Smoke a joint.
Don't fucking do the imitations. And then you're going to start that shit with the imitation. You're going to have me fucking rolling on the floor. You fuck up. We will do that. I like that idea. Yeah. I need that too.
Benz has to be here on Fridays. Tell him Fridays he's got to be there.
Right. Well, I'm liking this actually. Yeah. To be honest, I actually liking running the board a little bit.
Oh, you're doing everything. Yeah.
I used to do that. You remember?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm doing everything. I got the board up and running. Everything's working well. And we'll see. The next part is going to be, can I put the fucker up? Who knows? I mean, I could get Uncle Davey, but that newsman only knows one word. We got a war going on in Ukraine. The fuck he does, Davey, what's going on in the news? Well, there's a war in Ukraine. The fuck? Anything else, bro? But he's fucking brain dead, the fuck. And I love him for it. But it's funny. I know you're going. Love you, son. Give a hug to my grandkids, please. Come up with something so we can really tell the people Friday, and we can post it everywhere. I'll be smoking with you, and we'll be talking about a strain or talking about something that's really interesting. I want people to want to come on and say, what are they smoking today? Or, how can I get a box, with shit in it that you can use for pot? I don't know. Right. We're going to figure out something. I think I could maybe raffle them off. We could sign a box and an empty box and raffle that off or something like that for pot guys for the podcast. I think we could do some stuff like that. And the gambling, we got something coming with gambling. I think we got a meeting with them, don't we?
Yeah, I got the poker coming. Yeah, give me a call later on. We'll talk about it.
All right, yeah, you got to let me know.
I got you.
All right, love you, son.
Love you too.
Be careful. Give my kids, give my grandkids a big hug.
Yes,
please.
Take care.
Right, love you.
Love you too.
All right. Well, everybody, that's Larry Jr., and he just left the podcast. And I'll tell you what, that's fun doing stuff with your kid. You don't get it. A lot of young people out there, they know I connect with them. And I connect with a lot of young people. I really do. And I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to have people come on who I think are going to be great because I'm working this thing now and understanding the board. And I want people to come on and give me their views on pot, or give me, and it could be a bad view. Well, bad. There's no such thing as a bad view. There's no such thing as bad, dumb questions, they say. And there's not, I'm going to give you my opinion, good, bad, or indifferent. And I'm not always right. I tell that to everybody for sure. I'm not always right. It is what it is. I think everybody has to, figure out what they want to do in life, figure out the people they want to, I hate to say emulate, or at least listen to their advice. I'll never steer anybody wrong in my eyes. Again, that's it. And if they want experience on a view, I'm going to give them experience. I often tell people this all the time. I said, let me tell you something. I don't ever fucking. I was on with Jude last night, Rude Jude from the Sirius XM 45. He's coming on next week, maybe Monday. I think he's coming on because we screwed that up. He's such a good guy. He really is. Him and I connect so well because, we come from similar backgrounds. We didn't have money. We hustled, we made it, and he understands what I go through, and I understand what he goes through. And, sometimes, we have to watch getting canceled or this bullshit and that. And, it's something because I really don't. I don't say things to get canceled because that's not who I am. I'm not a racist. I'm not a bigot. I'm not, I don't judge anybody, everybody. I mean, anybody. I really don't. I don't believe in it. And I'll never will believe in it. Listen, once you judge somebody and I don't care what it's about, you judge them. It could be sexuality. It could be drugs. It could be something. And I'm not talking about giving advice for a friend. I'm not talking about maybe saying something to somebody and try to help them in one way you think. But once you judge them, say, look at that scumbag. Or look at him fucking, loser. That is fucking wrong. Because once you judge somebody, you're telling them or anybody, you're better than them. And I don't buy that. I really don't buy. I don't give a fuck if you're a doctor. I don't care what job you have. I don't care what you're doing. And I get a lot of guys that listen to me and truck drivers. And listen, man, I wanted to be a truck driver. I respect those motherfuckers so much because without them, we can't fucking run the world, United States for sure. And, all of that kind of stuff. I respect every fucking guy who gets up and works. There's a song by Alabama, the 40-hour work week, and I love it because it is, you respect everybody. And I respect every profession from firefighters to cops to fucking teachers to construction workers to, factory workers to, I don't care what it is, technicians and tech people and coal miners and fucking, all of that, auto workers. I respect everybody who fucking, makes a living, tries to raise a good family or tries to raise people or have fun in their own way. And they don't want something for nothing, and I believe in that. I think everybody should work hard. And then if they want to play hard, they play hard. That's up to them. I mean, I don't give advice on that kind of shit. I give advice on judgment. I give advice on drugs, if you want to call it that. As a person who believes in drugs, I know people say, what do you mean you believe in drugs? Well, listen, drugs to me are just another extension of what you want to be or do or have fun. People go, yeah, but why should you have to, if you have to get drugs to have fun? I go, wait a minute. Do you go out at night? Do you go to a bar and do you have fucking drinks? What are you doing? You feeling good? Is that wrong or right? Now, if you're a purist and you tell me you don't believe in anything, you don't even fucking take aspirin, I'll respect you. I don't judge you no matter what, but I'm going to respect you. I don't have to follow or I don't have to, somebody said one time that, I was talking on the air. I think it was about, they thought I was drinking and driving on the motorcycle. And I wasn't. People don't know that was cut. There was a few places there. We went, actually, we were doing stuff afterwards. And they thought it was drunk. And we actually went to that place first and all this shit. And yes, about the helmet, that's my choice. And I'm not going to fucking apologize for not me wearing a helmet because I am not a role model like that. I believe in whether you want to be or not, people do follow you or listen to you. But that's a choice. I mean, that's a personal choice. It's not going to hurt anybody but fucking me. Now, some people say, well, yeah, but you go to the hospital, you do this. I said, hold the fuck on. So now you walk across the street and you jaywalked and you got fucking hit by a car. Now you're the responsibility of everybody. First of all, people don't even know what the legal term of jaywalking is. It depends on how far the corner is and stuff of that nature. And is there a light or something? So, I mean, we can go into that end of fucking shit. And I don't buy that one bit. Not one freaking bit do I buy that. And I hope people understand that as well. That we should do that. Actually, make sure that we don't judge other people. Don't try. Here's another reason you don't judge people. Nobody knows what it's like to be in another person's shoes. They say the old, if there's a saying, you should walk a mile in someone's shoes, but to understand what they go through. And I think that's more or whatever it is, but I'm close. And I don't know. I don't know what the struggles of other people are. And everybody out there don't know my struggles. They don't know some of my nightmares. They don't know some of my fucking bad dreams or the shit that happened and people I've seen die, the shit that I've had to pick up from the service and babies. And man, look at me. I don't want to get into fucking my fucking wacko brain, if you want to call it that. But I don't want people to judge other people because I look at you, anybody who judges someone and say, what the fuck is that about? I don't get it and I won't get it. And I hope that people don't look at it like that and say, I think it's, I'm sorry, guys. I hope they don't look at it and say, that you might say something. Listen, I don't hang out with a lot of people. I have to like the person or like the people, and it has absolutely zero to do with money. It has everything to do with how you act, how you respect others, and how everybody should respect everybody. And, what kind of help do you want to do? I always look to help people. I know people say, is that true? Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big believer in helping people. That's just what I am. And I hope that never fucking ends. I really do. Because the minute that ends, I'll probably be dead. And I hope I'm here for a long time so we can have a lot of shows and stuff. I've lost weight. A lot of people talk about my weight loss. And it was really, thank you for the comments on a video. I put up a video the other day. If you haven't watched it, put it up. It's the top 5 businesses mobsters or gangsters own and why they owned them. Whether it was for jobs, whether it's for no-show jobs, whether it's for tax purposes, whether it's materials. But check it out. It's a pretty good video. People were actually online talking about it, and they noticed that I lost weight. So I did lose a lot of weight. I lost 51 or 52 pounds now. I was 207.8 is so far the lowest I've been. And I weigh myself every few days. And I'm feeling good. My doctor friend says, Larry, don't go crazy, but go how you feel. I'm a feel guy. I don't go to doctors. I know people are going to say, what do you mean? I don't go. Listen, I had a lot of medical issues in my life, and I only went when I had to go. I'm not a fucking masochist. I don't want to die or any of that shit. But I just don't go to doctors because I believe in how my body feels. And that's just me. When I feel good, I know it. Listen, if I was fatigued and I, my arm hurts, this thing I'm going to go to the doctor. That's what I'm going to do. Period. I mean, that's how Larry works. And I want, hope you do the same thing, because I don't want to see you fucking dropping dead. There's people who drop dead from those widowmakers and shit, young people, younger than me. And I feel bad for them. Obviously, nothing came up, and it's a freak thing, and it is what it is. So, I mean, there's 2 things we can't that's the one thing we can't fight in this fucking world, and that's death. It's coming one way or the other when nobody fucking knows. Now, should you walk in fucking on a highway and fucking put death in your face? Absolutely not. Should you fucking go be a fucking lion tamer and go into a fucking cage with fucking lions? Of course not. I mean, don't be stupid. I mean, everybody believes that. At least I do. Don't be stupid. But also, don't not live life. People say, well, if you didn't smoke cigars and you did this. Listen, I smoke cigars because I love them. They keep me calm. They are probably a great stress reliever for me. So it does have its health benefit. I could guarantee it. I'm just smoking a cigar now. And I just, I look at these cigars, and all I do with the cigars, to me, is I sit back. I'm not, listen, there'll be days I go without a cigar, very rarely, but I mean, it could be a 1 cigar day, 2 cigar day. It just could be that way. I don't know what it is, and that is exactly how I look at it and how I feel. And I want people to understand that as well, and I'm a believer in what live your life. Listen to me. If they told me, Larry, you're going to live to fucking 85 if you fucking quit smoking, don't drink, don't go out, don't do this, don't do that, or something of that nature, or you're going to live to fucking 82 if you do it and enjoy what it is. You know what I'm doing, right? I'm fucking going to be fucking smoking my cigars, having fun, and that's what I'm going to do. And that's just the way it is. I mean, that is what Larry is going to fucking do. I can't help it. I'm going to do that, and that's going to be the end of the story there. So I do believe in that. But, I'm going to get going right now because I've been here, and I've been talking to people. I'm glad I had my son on. You're going to see him a lot more on Fridays. He's going to be here all the time. We're going to get him involved in this. I think it's great. I want you guys to give suggestions. I think you guys should come here on a Friday, find out what I'm smoking that day, and you're going to probably hear some crazier stories eventually, and I almost can guarantee that. And that's just the way I am. But everybody, please, don't judge people. Have a great day. Please make good choices and have fun, everybody. Please have fun.